Hey everybody, welcome to the defensive and offensive career plan exercise. This worksheet is about two sides of the same coin, right? So I talked about in the introduction video the fact that you are the CEO of ULLC and that you are responsible for marketing, right? That is making yourself available. Sales, which is landing yourself W-2 roles, board seats, consulting roles, freelance work, whatever it is that you want to sell on the basis of the capabilities that you have to offer to the world. And the two sides of the coin are both defensive, which is the customer success side of keeping existing revenue that you have. That might be you have a full-time W-2 role somewhere, and you are trying to ensure that you keep that role. That is customer success, right? Just like a SaaS company or any customer service organization. And then on the other side of it is the offensive strategy. And the offensive strategy is an always on strategy. It doesn't matter if you have a full-time role that pays you wonderfully, that has great benefits, a fantastic culture, and makes you the kind of money that supports your lifestyle, your family, your investments, whatever it might be. You always have your offensive strategy going. And there's lots to that, but the reasons are simply this. Unless you own your own company and are in control of all of the decisions, you are never in control. You are always at the whim of someone else who either owns the company or runs the company and has all of the decision-making capability. And as such, that knock on the door or that HR meeting can come. You might be fantastic at your role, and it is still within the realm of possibility that that HR meeting gets put on your calendar and you find yourself out of work. And I don't say that to scare you, to freak you out. It's just a simple fact. We all know that to be true. Unless you own the company, you don't control your fate. Happen no matter how delighted you are with your existing role, no matter how wonderfully you're doing in that role. And so there are a number of tactics to deploy on an ongoing basis, which when done on a daily basis, don't amount to much work, but can have tremendous dividends if the need arises or if the desire arises. But if you don't do a good job with offensive strategy and you do find yourself being let go from a role, you are now attempting to start from cold the exercise of offensive strategy. And it can take 3 to 6 months to get that really hum on. So it's the rainy day fund that is always there when you need it. And so in this document, you have ways to think about defensive strategy, which is the act of holding on to revenue streams, right? Your current roles. And then you have the exercises for offensive strategy, which is all about creating optionality, right? Creating hedges against the uncertainty of what could be at a later date. And let's face it, with AI doing everything it's doing, right? Intellectual workers, people who spend time looking at screens for a better part of their career, really need to make sure that they are focused on these two strategies. And so that, I invite you to dig in. There are lots of great exercises in here. If you find yourself stuck, feel free to throw in some comments. I'll keep an eye on it. If you need to reach out to me, I am Mike at joingraymatter.com. And I hope you enjoy it. And if you find that doing these exercises in isolation or without other people's perspective is a bit hard, and that you're more of a social creature or could use a group to kind of keep you honest, keep challenging you, hold you accountable for the activities that you should be doing, then consider membership within the membership side of the organization. But I'll leave that to you. And in the meantime, I hope this adds a lot of value to your career.